3pm back here with another video of Nick and Bailey May.
You know what time it is already. We got LOWKEY, Palestine Will Never Die. We've got Bailey here to react to this one now. And yeah, 3 days old, so this is a big one. Literally, Bailey's heard a couple of them. We've had a request for number 3, which we're going to do next. We're going to get that one done. Whoever asked for that, big salute to you. I'll try and remember to shout your name out. I'm pretty good when Bailey's here, she reminds me. Yeah, let's get into this. This one's called Palestine Will Never Die. Let's go. Let's make sure our mic songs will be with a little shoot. Just make sure one thing quick. Let's make sure it's recording. Because I'm a plonker sometimes. Let's go. This is his new one. Yeah. You can't miss a piece, man. This is a really good song. Really good. It might get paused a bit. Censored means you won't see this in the media. This is stuff that they won't show you on the news, you know. Alone, the child stood amidst, I can't even say it, knights, bullets and soldiers. It's English, don't worry. The child stood amongst piles of stones. Amidst, eyes determined and resilient. Censored. Think people lived there. So sad right now. It's 20,000 You remember that? You remember saying that at the match? Go check out. We got a match that I took Bailey to, her first match. Go check out. It's on YouTube. I'll try and pull it up at the end of the screen if I remember.
Palestine will be free from the river to the sea.
No,
free,
from the river, what?
The way where you do it this side.
Peace. No. This is that side. That comes from a story that my dad told me. Forget that. That's a phone call. This swear word thing comes from a story. I'll tell you another time. No, this is peace. This is peace.
Yeah, but I saw that boy back there doing
yeah, but he probably just had it the other side. To him, it means peace. This is more like an English thing. I'll explain this. I just want to make sure I'm right. My dad told me something years ago about a ship and something, and but yeah, I just want to make sure it's true. But yeah, let's
We'll be free from the river to the sea. Free from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free from the river to the sea. Free.
How can I start? Can't get the image out of my heart when we've seen the bodies found in a mountain of parts. Netanyahu told you just another child of the dark. Clear it's gonna take much more.
Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of Israel, and do you know what he said? He was like, Netanyahu told us that it's another child of the dark. How can you get a child of the dark? How is a child born?
I don't know what that means.
He basically means like Satan.
Oh.
He's like this person. How is he's like it's just another child of the dark. It's just another evil child. That's what he's basically saying. Like, it's just another child of the dark. How can a child be a dark person? Like, it don't make no sense whatsoever. Literally, it doesn't.
Can't get the image out of my heart when we've seen the bodies found in a mountain of parts. Netanyahu told you just another child of the dark. Clear it's gonna take much more than thousands to march, more than a speech, more than a poem, more than a track of music. Gonna take more than a sit down with Bassem Youssef. Even bringing back ambassadors is an act that's useless long as you pump oil for Apaches and the tanks they using. Freedom just beyond reach for people you cannot see. He's wheezing and cannot breathe and
it's meant to be a pause fire.
Yeah, but the pink.
But put it this way, Bailey. 3 days ago, it was 15,000 people that's died. Now it's over 20,000.
Yeah, but they brought all the prisoners back.
Yeah, they've released hostages. My belief is that Jenin, that prison that they've got people in, and is it called Jenin or Jenin or something? That prison, I think they just ran out of people. My opinion is they ran out. There was too many people in that prison and they had to let some go.
No. This is what they wanted to do. Because
don't listen to the. Yeah, go on.
everyone wanted, every probably person on like news and stuff wanted like the what's them called what we went to for the first time.
Yeah, protest rallies.
Yeah, and they keep getting tired of it, so they just let them go.
Yeah, it's not getting tired of it. It's not that easy. What you see on the news, why do you think everything he's showing you right now keeps saying censored? Because he's telling you things that the news won't tell you. Censored means stuff that censored means basically if there's a girl there at your school and you're trying to talk but everybody's just surrounding that girl and nobody wants to talk to you, and this girl gets all the round of applause. Say you're both voting to be mayor of the school and everybody's around her and no one's around you. You're kind of getting censored out, you know, and that's what censored means. So like, yeah, just don't believe what the news is. They say ceasefire, but another 5,000 people have died in the last couple of days. So clearly it's not a ceasefire. A ceasefire means pull down your weapons and no more killing. 20,000 people over have been killed in the last month, or just over a month. It's 20,000 people.
Bringing back ambassadors.
That could have been Oxford. But it wasn't. Do you know where it was? It was Jerusalem, where Jesus is born. Palestine, like in general. Like, yeah, fair enough, Jerusalem's Israel now. I don't want you to sing. But 75 years.
Is Gaza a bad place? Or is
It's a bad place by how it gets treated. You wouldn't want to live there if that's what you're asking.
Wait, but
Gaza's in Palestine. Gaza is in Palestine.
Oh no.
Okay, so Gaza, yeah, this is why I say don't listen to the news.
No, because I said to my friend, he was saying free Gaza, and I say no, Gaza's bad.
Yeah, no, this is what I say. Like, she literally watch her other videos. She's been supporting the thing. Don't watch that. Yeah, Gaza. It's because I've been saying more about Palestine. Gaza is the place in Palestine that is under siege. It is happening in Gaza. So yeah, maybe I'll go and apologise to your friend. Definitely apologise to your friend. Say, look, send him your video. You'll be alright. But yeah, Gaza's under siege. Gaza's in Palestine, and 75 years, baby. I know you've seen some videos. 75 years they've been occupied. Do you know most of the people that's being released from these prisons? They're the people that's been in there 12, 13 years. They're not the people that's just been sent there. They're the people that's been there 11, 12 years. Honestly, it's disgusting. But yeah, let's get into this song because we're in a reaction.
Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, free, 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 free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, free, free, free.
How can I start? Can't get the image out of my heart when we've seen the bodies found in a mountain of parts. Netanyahu told you just another child of the dark. Clear it's gonna take much more than thousands to march, more than a speech, more than a poem, more than a track of music. Gonna take more than a sit down with Bassem Youssef. Even bringing back ambassadors is an act that's useless long as you pump oil for Apaches and the tanks they using. Freedom just beyond reach for people you cannot see. He's wheezing and cannot breathe and screaming through the concrete, looking for his 4 children.
The worst thing about it is that his children are already dead. They're gone. They're not coming back. They're just stuck. The buildings, the houses broke down. The problem is all he wants to do is find them. He just wants to find them. He knows they're not alive no more. and this has happened. Like, it's like, imagine we would never know what it's like to be in that man's pain. Never.
In freedom just beyond reach for people you cannot see. He's wheezing and cannot breathe and screaming through the concrete, looking for his 4 children. The bombs leave structures that I wouldn't want to call buildings. My fingers pointed at this government, you all killed him. Tell me that you wouldn't take up arms if those were your children. Let me make the factor clear. If bombs were manufactured here and they want the land as theirs because of natural gas in there, feel death in the atmosphere while we hapless stand and stare. And a little boy begs for his brother's strand of hair. Truth is, I don't know how anyone can live after digging for their dead kids buried under bricks. Israel is a terrorist.
I couldn't, honestly. I don't know how I could live after that. And people want to talk about Hamas and what side. They've been going through this for 75 years. In 2014, not even 10 years ago, they went through a dreadful attack. And literally, they go through every day. Every day they lose people. Every single day for 75 years. And now they think they can get rid of 20,000 people in 1 month. Not on my watch, mate.
And a little boy begs for his brother's strand of hair. Truth is, I don't know how anyone can live after digging for their dead kids buried under bricks. Israel is a terror state, terrorists that terrorize. I testify, my television televised, I'm telling lies. This is not a war, it is systematic genocide. But whatever they try, Palestine will never die. They're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name.
You know that there, he says they're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name. Everybody's too scared to defend Palestine. And that's what he's saying. He said you're like, but at the same time, how could you leave whoever, people like us, if we're not willing to support the Palestinians? How can I sleep at night? You know, knowing that I could be next. How easy is it for them to target Oxford? Anybody could have a problem with me anytime.
Yeah, but the problem is, if they want the land, they would have just they could have just not blown it up. Or if they don't like Jesus, they could have just leave them alone.
They don't believe in Jesus.
They could have just leave them alone.
Jewish people don't believe in Jesus, but they're not real Jewish people. This is the thing. The real Jewish people are not Zionists. There's 2 different types of Jews. You've got Zionist Jews and you've got what I call Jewish people. And Zionists are just evil. And
they just want to be.
But do you want to know something? And I think I've told you this before, but do you know the same people that are doing this right now? Do you remember World War II when Hitler wanted to kill all them people?
Yeah.
It's the same people that are doing this to Palestinians. The people that it's their ancestors, so it will be their great grandson and that.
They pick
those. Yeah. So what they did is after the Second World War, they had nowhere to go because Hitler destroyed they had nowhere to go. But they planned to, so they put them in Palestine. We stuck them in Palestine and made them put in Palestine. Palestine didn't want them there. And we made them go to Palestine. And then, and then within a year, they took 3/4 of the land. Literally, let me show you the Palestine map. Let me show you the map.
They're racist.
Let me show you what it looked like. Let me show you what it looked like. It's on. I've got it somewhere. Look, this is what it looked like before the Second World War, and then a year after the Second World War, you know the white stuff. That's Israel. That's how much land they took. 1 year after, and then that's what it looked like in 1967, and that's what it looked like 20 years ago.
We don't know what.
So look. That was all Palestine, all the green, and then slowly look how much Israel took, and now look how much Palestine's got. It's disrespectful, you know, disrespectful.
Yeah.
And now they're kidding, like they're trying to take the whole land. They want to get rid of them all.
Yeah, but that's kind of like racist because it's full of black people. And
that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons because most Muslims are not white. That's one of the reasons. But at the same time, baby, you have to remember they all look the same now because they've been there so long. Where the Israelis have been there so long, a lot of them are Palestinian, but they're Israelis now. It's hard to explain that. I'm going to let someone in the comments explain a lot more because I can't explain. I can just guide, you know. So leave your comments, people. Things that I'm missing out, leave them and let me explain them to Bailey.
Whatever they try, Palestine will never die. They're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name. They're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name. They're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name. They're not prepared to face the pain, so they're scared to say your name.
Most of the
From
guys
the
just
river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, free, 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 free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be
I'm the
free.
Zionist destroyer, lads. I'm here to destroy Zionists, mate. I'm just letting you know. I'm the
River
champion.
to the sea,
No Zionist can
free,
They bomb churches and paramedics, it's hurting, the panic spreading. Hospitals where the doctors do C-sections, no anesthetics. The pressure is manifesting, humanity stands connected. Masses seem apathetic and actually just accept it. When our grandchildren ask us, what did we do to stop it? I'm determined to say, I did more than make music on it. That's why we shut down arms factories.
For about 10 to 15, about 2004, 05, 06, he started making songs about Palestine. So he says, when my grandchildren, like in the future, when I have grandchildren and they ask me what did I do to try to stop it, at least I can say I made music on it, you know? He's been making music on this for years. Big salute to LOWKEY.
Palestine actions, the opposite of white phosphorus. We do to stop it. I'm determined to say I did more than make music on it. That's why we shut down arms factories. You can try stopping us. Palestine actions, the opposite of white phosphorus. We tell them on the television, but they never listen. Tell Piers Morgan that resistance isn't terrorism. They want them fled or missing.
Piers Morgan keeps going around telling everybody that Hamas are terrorists and you have to admit Hamas are terrorists, and a lot of people won't admit it, because what happened is for 75 years these people have been put and been getting killed, and their people been getting blown up for years and years, that these people are fighting back, and now everybody wants us to call them terrorists because they're fighting the real terrorists. They've been, for 75 years they've been occupied and they've been treated like animals, and because they're fighting back, they want us to go and call the fighters terrorists. But they're not, they're freedom fighters. They're fighting for their land, that's all they're doing. So that's what LOWKEY says. He says, tell Piers Morgan that resistance isn't terrorism. Defending isn't terrorism, you know, you're looking after yourself, like resistance.
Palestine actions, the opposite of white phosphorus. We tell them on the television, but they never listen. Tell Piers Morgan that resistance isn't terrorism. They want them fled or missing, death or prison, endless killing. I seen a father hold his baby up, their head was missing. Imagine demolition of home where your parents live in.
No, it happens all the time. Like, yeah. Honestly, what happens in Palestine?
Hold his baby up, their head was missing. Imagine demolition of home where your parents live in. Kings won't say a thing, but at least we know that Yemen's with them. Ethnic cleansing, it ain't hard to see the stages, but Gaza, Al-Azza, graveyard of the invaders. Ears close to the savagery, cleared oh when there's clarity. The journalists and doctors are heroes of humanity, as sordid and as gory as this story.
You know Israel, when he said the journalists, the people that write, journalists and doctors are the people that help people. When Israel first started the attacks, they were getting rid of all the journalists and all the doctors because they didn't want people to help, they didn't want the people to get medical attention, and they didn't want people to write about it. So he says all the journalists and the doctors are heroes of humanity. Like they played a big part to, like, they're heroes, you know. The people, like, literally,
head was missing. Imagine demolition of home where your parents live in. Kings won't say a thing, but
you was a doctor or a journalist, you'll probably get killed.
at least we know that Yemen's with them. Ethnic cleansing, it ain't hard to see the stages, but Gaza, Al-Azza, graveyard of the invaders. Ears close to the savagery, cleared oh when there's clarity. The journalists and doctors are heroes of humanity, as sordid and as gory as this story is for now. Are they depopulating Gaza for Ben Gurion's canal? Israel is a terrorist state, terrorists that terrorize. I testify my television, televise, I'm telling lies. This is not a war, it is systematic genocide. But whatever they try, Palestine will never die.
I kissed the earth on your souls.
Palestine will be free. From the river
والله ما معروفين بالقتل، قتلوا الأطفال، قتلوا النساء، لن نستسلم ولن نرحل من هذه الأرض، بل سنتقدم إلى أرضنا، إلى بلادنا، إلى فلسطين.
Oh, that was 10 out of 10.
10
guys,
out
man.
of 10.
Hit the sub button. I'm going to show it MC Abdul as well, so stay tuned for that. Hit the sub button, show some love.
You know what time it is. Salute.
Salute.